NBA players can gain popularity in any way they want: films, events, advertisements, but no one can have a soft spot for their photos, embracing children, or signing t-shirts and balls to them. It's really cute, isn't it? And little pranksters are ready for everything to get what they want. Here's one of these episodes with little devils that happened in the game between New Orleans and New York Knicks. But God, how nice they are. The home team is winning 7 points in the final minutes of the game. The Knicks are about to take the ball out of bounds, and one of the cutest moments in TV history happens. A little boy runs onto the court to hug Carmelo Anthony. Moreover, he receives a hug from the New York King. And this is happiness, isn't it? I believe that happiness is worth any punishment, as the kid will remember this day for the rest of his life. But securities also seem to be punished, as this boy managed to run several rows to get to the court, and no one stopped him. Real fans always find ways to become a part of the NBA, at least for a moment, as the kid from the previous episode. But someone doesn't even need to bother, as their fathers are famous players. And they can not only appear on the court, but also play with pro players. So Derrick Rose dragged his son onto the Madison Square Garden court. At first the boy seems to give balls to Rose, but then we see him getting the ball after his father's miss. The two spend some time together, and we're able to witness him dunking over his own son. I guess everyone enjoys the moment. So I'm not going to diminish the cuteness of the previous episode, but I believe moments with ordinary children melt more hearts. One episode in the game between the Golden State Warriors and Dallas Mavericks. The away team decides to attack, and Luka Doncic heads up to the hoop in the final minutes of the third quarter. The Warriors defense stops him, but it doesn't matter at all. What matters is his fall on the front rows, where a little Golden State fan is sitting. Despite the fact that Dallas has to return to the defense, Luka doesn't hurry. Instead, the big guy checks whether everything is okay with the little fan. God, I've got goosebumps to watch it. Moreover, after the game, Luka makes sure that his little friend feels great and signs the jersey for him. This is the Slovenian's best episode in the NBA history. Every year, new innovations are created for the All-Star Game. Everyone is looking forward to this weekend, as it brings us a lot of positive emotions. Even the teams come up with some interesting ideas to please their viewers and fans. And this year, Golden State has surpassed itself. At first, it seems like the classic ceremony to announce the election of players for All-Star Weekend. But the administration has made it special. Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Andrew Wiggins are invited by their kids. After team president and general manager Bob Myers presents them with their All-Star Game jerseys, their children come out to give them their All-Star Game rings. Just look at these lovely kids and their proud daddies. Curry even begins to run joyfully all over the court. Well, just look how this little man feels his dad's energy. We'll definitely see him in the future. But I believe that 3 stars devote a special episode, as they can make absolutely everyone smile just by their presence. And unfortunately, the fans become very sad and may even burst into tears when guys like Steph are not on the court. Look at that girl. The little fan came to support her favorite player, her idol. She put on a jersey, a cap, and even made a poster saying, "Go Warriors, Steph Curry is the MVP." But the point guard missed this game. People tried to calm down the little fan and persuade her that Steph would be back in a couple of days. And so it happened. Can you see the joy in her eyes? Moreover, being aware of that episode, Steph reached her to apologize. So the girl couldn't believe her eyes and just cried tears of joy. But that's not all. The player, after a short conversation, also signed a card and even took pictures with her. As much as she was upset a couple of days earlier, as long as she remembers this day. Absolutely every NBA player treats his little fans with great love, but there are still a number of players who do it a little better and lovelier. And of course they will get into such cute collections more often than the rest. Steph Curry, as well as Giannis Antetokounmpo, who hands out his jerseys at every step, are in the collection. I wonder whether they have time to sew a new uniform, because Antetokounmpo seems to please every fan. Once a small fan came with a poster saying, "All I want for my birthday is to meet Giannis." And his wish came true. Antetokounmpo, of course, noticed this guy and gave him a lovely gift, a pair of his personal sneakers, and took a photo with him. Giannis did not forget about the boy's brother and gave him his huge t-shirt. The boy will surely remember this birthday for the rest of his life, while Giannis proved to be a great person. I call it real dedication to root for Giannis while living in a city that roots for Jokic. But let me remind you, Joel Embiid's the main fan. A girl named Charlotte seemed to be the most devoted and the sweetest fan of all. Firstly, there appeared photos of this girl standing near the TV screen and wishing to touch Joel. So it repeated again and again every time the Philadelphia center appeared on the screen. One day her dream came true. The girl met Embiid in person. The big guy played with her and high-fived. As her father said, their family just started watching the Sixers as they do every year, and she just fell in love with Embiid. She just watched the TV and connected with him. Moreover, 3-year-old Charlotte sent him lovely messages on Twitter. Well, probably we should talk less about the Warriors, as there are so many other players, teams, and incredible moments. But damn, Draymond Green flew to the UK to meet his fan 4 years ago. Patrick Morrison, the biggest NBA fan in the UK, came to an interview and started talking about the Warriors and Green, his favorite player. He demonstrated all his basketball equipment and skills. And then Draymond appeared from behind him. His idol, the hero of 14-year-old guy, came to spend the whole day with him. The guy gained valuable experience, incredible emotions, as he got acquainted with the person he admires.
What's up, man?
Oh my.
How you doing?
But the most touching story of this video starts here, the story of a little boy who went through a hard path to achieve his dream. Thiago Delia is a boy who grew up on the streets of Brazil and was adopted by an American family. From a young age, all Thiago Delia wanted to do was play basketball. He watched his favorite players headed outside to his driveway to imitate them. He always called his mother to watch him play basketball, and then he joined the school basketball team. But just as his dream was within reach, everything he'd worked for was nearly taken away. Thiago was diagnosed with cancer and his world was turned upside down. Thiago's cancer treatment sapped him of his strength and stamina. He lived with only a dream to meet his idol. Following his successful treatments, Thiago got his cancer-free diagnosis. Moreover, one sunny day, he was greeted by 2 Miami Heat dancers. They presented Thiago with a DVD. When Thiago played the message, he saw James inviting him to spend time with the Heat in Miami. Arriving in Miami, they were given a private tour of American Airlines Arena, including the Heat locker room. He had his own place next to LeBron with all the necessary equipment in the locker room. That's incredible. He warmed up and then competed with LeBron. He even gave him a couple of one-on-one lessons and presented lots of gifts, including a signed ball. The next day, Thiago attended the Heat game and sat in the front row. The King also presented sneakers after the game. The boy's mom said that after everything he had gone through, he definitely deserved it all. He definitely deserved his dream to come true. No matter how specific Jalen Green is, but he knows how to deal with fans. Jalen presented sneakers to one of his fans after the Houston Rockets home game. This boy looked so lovely that Green couldn't help but pay attention to him. The kid burst into tears, receiving a gift from his idol. Moreover, the administration found out that the boy's name was Gavin, and they invited him to meet the star again. They took a picture and Green signed those sneakers. Well, they even competed to see who would dance better. That's all for today. Which episode do you like the most? Leave a comment below. Give the video a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe below. Also, don't forget to hit the bell to be notified when our next video goes live. Thank you for watching. See you. Bye bye.